Salve a tutti ragazzi, rieccoci ancora una volta qui con Dijkstra, o come cacchio si pronuncia. Allora, la scorsa volta eravamo arrivati qui nei bagni pubblici e avevamo parlato appunto per andare a incontrare, per avere informazioni su Figlio di Puttana Junior. E adesso abbiamo aperto una quest, diciamo un po' così secondaria, anche se poi invece tra le principali, dove per ottenere delle informazioni su quello che è accaduto ad Andelion dobbiamo aiutare questo che vedete davanti a me. No, penso niente. No, infatti ho sbagliato. Per cui adesso l'abbiamo seguito qui nei sotterranei e dobbiamo fargli un favore che non sappiamo ancora bene cosa sia. L'unica cosa che sappiamo è che non dobbiamo estrarre la spada finché non ce lo dice. Ah.
Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jorfan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hard. Bart less thinky. Bart less thinky. Bart sadler.
No, perché mi ha portato qui è abbastanza ovvio.
Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Mercante di cammelli aveva un trono.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses.
Ah, ok.
What's there? Ziggy Bart take. Good Ziggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
By God! Then boom! Jorfan go!
Translated
lui si
into
spiega
common,
benissimo.
Someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the
Ah.
lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Fine.
Sì, va bene. Tanto l'altro ci dice di sicuro di no.
Bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Allora,
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
no, perfetto, no?
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes,
però.
silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Jorfan.
Tu dovevi fare una cosa e non l'hai fatta, per cui...
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I
No,
am wondering, for instance,
simpaticissimo.
how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad
Quindi era qualcuno che sapeva c'era un troll qui.
head fall.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pop's mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Part through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe.
Teroso sparito, non tesoro sparito.
Sleep go. Your phone gone.
Sì, sei un po' cattivo, ma...
Bad troll.
Now, stiff up a lip.
Boom!
Can you elaborate?
Ora è tutto più chiaro, no?
Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion, big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. I had this lummox Fonce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Da solo?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fonz, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection.
Perfetto, no?
Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fonz and ran like hell.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that pop's antidote?
I've a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Perfetto, noi ce le facciamo noi da soli e
No to
via.
thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Facci fare a noi, va. Allora.
Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into? Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here.
No, io direi andiamo avanti.
Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion.
Domanda è
Blast
di
tore it from the
qua
wall.
o dall'altra
No
parte?
traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb.
No, segui la corrente per cui di...
Finding pieces of it.
Però
Could
dobbiamo
be-
farci la pozione, per cui alchimia. Allora. No, bombe no, decotti no, sì, pozioni. Dovrebbe essere quella lì.
Swept them away.
Eh sì, figurati. No, ho sbagliato.
I thought witches' potions were vile.
Perfetto. Per cui qui indizi. Giusto
It's a
questo.
pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful
Te
blast.
l'hanno detto in due. Va bene che uno era un troll ed era parecchio stupido, però. Ah, Drowner. Sei benissimo lo siamo. Come vedete la nuova arma è parecchio potente. Se magari riusciamo a prenderla. Potrei usare anche qualche potere ma non ci voglio.
The thug Dijkstra.
Lo sgherro, eccolo qua. Basta, tu dovevi. Orecchia, non ce ne facciamo niente, tanto siamo strapieni di queste cose. Altri 6 minuti dell'antidoto, per cui dovrebbe bastarci. Non sto raccogliendo niente anche perché ho l'inventario praticamente pieno, perché
Getting close.
tra tutto quello che non voglio buttare, perché tipo le spade che ho recuperato rare preferirei non buttarle. Infatti sto cercando un modo dove depositarle le cose. E che cosa gli ho preso che non attacca più? Ah, ecco. Ok.
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern
Caramello.
oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra.
Ah, ok, dobbiamo tornare dal carissimo nostro amico. Sopra di qui invece? Sì, come no, eh? Ho già capito, scendiamo e facciamo prima. Ma sì, ma va bene. E non posso perché devo... No, facciamo così, tanto ne abbiamo parecchio di cibo. E andiamo su velocemente da il capo. Quindi tanto qui abbiamo lasciato giusto 2 o 3 cadaveri, ma non è importante. Sì, magari senza sbagliare strada. Io ho visto una cosa più interessante.
Fine grading. Couldn't push much through that. Fine grading.
Ah, ok.
Couldn't push much through that.
Ho lasciato indietro un indizio, ma presto risolto, no? La salita era di qua, per cui... No, di qua. Con comodo e calma ci arriviamo, no? Adesso dovremo andare a cacciare sicuramente gli altri irresponsabili, per cui... Oh, ne hai voglia se ne abbiamo da fare poi. Tutto quando basterebbe andare direttamente a cercare l'altro, no? Dove sta il divertimento se no? Se non facciamo i favori a cazzo per gli altri.
What do you want?
Simpaticissimo.
Done.
Finito.
Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Amore, riassunto.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
O non era
Sugar.
caramello?
Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Appen keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
Felice, no?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in me knickers.
Ah, c'è chi piace, magari non si sa mai.
All right. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Ma sicuramente troverò qualcosa. C'è anche domande.
Nothing interesting here.
Niente.
Something floating on
qua.
the surface. Oil, looks like. Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in
Ma
the sewer.
che
Extra, come here.
dubbi. Chissà perché me lo aspettavo di trovare tutto io, no?
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pull 4 and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
Allora.
By the way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty is beyond
Va
question.
bene, come vuole lei.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Appunto, come
Let's see
dice
what's
lei.
on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertold Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Margrave Henkel, who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old Coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead. I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave
Ottimo.
croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral. But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel. You saw an impersonator.
Cosa, un
Think
mutaforma?
for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Carol, start
ottimo.
looking into this.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
Ma perfetto, no? Sempre gentili, ottimo. Va bene, tanto ormai ci siamo abituati. Per cui, mo qui trovare l'uscita è tutto così soffuso che non si vede niente. Ma noi la troviamo, perfetto. Allora. No, qui a destra. Perfetto. Andiamo giù per di là. Mi sa che questa finirà in una mega... Cioè non subito questa, però una volta che avremo raggiunto, trovate tutti gli indizi, cosa, quando dovrò andare a riprendere il tesoro finirà in una mega rissa barra duello, quelli che un po' ci fanno apprezzare quello che è lo stile di Geralt. Ok, sì, magari usando il segno giusto, no? Così. Allora, ecco, così va già meglio.
Footprints.
Ma fino a qui. Dunque. E le impronte che vanno sopra, però qui c'è uno scrigno e non ce ne frega niente. Le impronte le vedo anche senza usare i sensi, detto sinceramente.
A letter. And a bottle. The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent.
Perfetto. Un altro enigma. No, ho sbagliato, vai di qua. Oggetto in missione. No, non è questo. Ok, della tua nascita è assolutamente squisito, un aroma inebriante, devi assolutamente provarlo, ma poi rimettiti la bottiglia dove l'hai trovata. Rimetti. Con amore D. di perdandello.
Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions or series.
Ecco qua. No, avevo visto una lente io di qua. Allora, non mi prenda in giro, io ho visto che va di qua. Ho visto che va di qua. La domanda è da dove ci entro? Sono veramente intelligente, no?
12:45 to 12:54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think.
Beh, l'avevi vista prima coi sensi, per cui direi che è un po' una deduzione banale,
Secret
no?
room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Stain. Wyvern oil. Siri. Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee.
È arrivato
Footsteps.
qualcuno.
Not good.
Ma questi ce li pigliamo. E ti pareva già sovraccarico, no? Ah, qui c'è altra roba.
Sugar. And lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstain. Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstain.
Ah no, ok.
Instructions on how to
Va
build
bene,
a
va
bomb.
bene, basta, basta,
Signed
basta.
by one Kalkstain.
Bene, andiamo al piano di sotto, anzi. Beh sì, ma fino a un certo punto, no? Giochi no, tanto ormai questo equipaggiamento non ci serve salvare ogni 2x3. Sì, magari se evitiamo questi messaggi.
Dijkstra
Ma
and Triss.
e sti due cosa ci fanno qui, scusate?
Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Marigold
discorso
playing
più
the
sensato.
cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Ci stiamo ancora indagando, non è che...
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So,
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd sooner believe a whore who proclaimed her undying love.
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain if you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though.
Mi sa che abbiamo fatto una scelta.
You're hiding something. And that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menga has been spending heaps of coin lately, though to my knowledge he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menga spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit, ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Doubt Menga will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our
Direi
past
che ne abbiamo
got to do
passate
with it?
tante, anche a dire
Great
poco.
deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
Interessante.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, look,
Non vorrei
Bert, I really must be
bloccare
going. Good
quelle
luck.
che possono essere delle vicende con delle affermazioni troppo schiette.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we, you know.
Ecco, appunto.
Could have corrected him yourself.
True. But it's not an easy thing to say, is it? But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Siri, isn't it?
Menga's
Perspicace.
got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's Barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
Che fa cappuccio? Perfetto, perfetto, perfetto. Allora, io direi che è sparito. Vabbè, che maga però, ok. No, io direi che qui ci recuperiamo molto velocemente tutte le cose che ci mancavano e mentre faccio questo direi che fermo, tanto ormai siamo sovraccarichi, per cui fermo questo video anche qui e nel prossimo andremo contro il fuoco eterno e contro l'amichetto di Triss, che sarà una vicenda alquanto interessante visto l'amore che c'è tra i due, no? Per cui io vi saluto e vi do appuntamento a un altro nuovo video qui su Only Mad Gamer. Ciao a tutti!